Greetings, my fellow exiles. It's the Ash Heritor. Welcome back to Path of Exile 2. My apologies for the delay. This time, well, it had to do with my schedule. I did start the new job at the library, and it's been a busy opening month and all that, so didn't have much time to record regardless, and I knew there was an update coming. And with that update, there came an ascendancy that actually is kind of the one that I want to play with this character. So I remade the character from scratch so that I could spec her into the Lich Ascendancy, which I did, which was cool. I'm enjoying the update, the Dawn of the Hunt. I've been messing around playing with the Huntress, and gotta say, love the spear gameplay. But that's not what we're doing here. We're still doing our witchy business, so we'll take a look at our passive tree. I did rework a couple of things here, so I'll just give a quick overview. I'm assuming if y'all are watching this, you probably sort of know what we're doing here, so you can feel free to pause. I took Pure Energy, Dampening Shield, swung back here for Entropy, came to the right here to get the Lingering Horror, and we're going to be heading towards the Zone of Control for our curses as well, because we are going to go heavy into the curses. And we have gotten Void here, and then Master of Hexes for the increased curse magnitude. Does decrease the duration, but right now that's not a problem because I have switched up my build just a tiny bit. You'll see what I'm doing here. We'll check the Ascendancy in just a moment. So I have actually slotted in Enfeeble to Blasphemy. So Enfeeble is now just an aura curse. I'm not sure if Decaying Hex works on this. I'm keeping it slotted in. It's not increasing the cost of it, I think. But I'm not sure if it's actually inflicting a decay aura. I suppose I could test that. But the other thing I've done is I've actually decided to keep a couple of my minions for the moment because one of the special skills that they had, the spirit skills, they've disabled because I think they broke something with it. So it's currently not usable. It's the one that allows you to pick up the soul remnants and increase your energy shield, which is a shame for our survivability, but I think we'll be just fine. So I've, because of that, kept the skeleton sniper, and we'll be running with 2 skeleton snipers for now. However, we have the Bind Spectre skill, so we need to find a suitable target to resummon as a specter, and they've done it in a new way, which is really cool. It's just an automatically reviving minion now, much like the rest. So you use this on just any corpse, and it'll come back as a specter, and I believe it actually works with the like rare mods that monsters have as well. So using this on a rare monster is that has good mods is going to make it all the better. So I think that's going to be really cool. The spirit cost is going to depend entirely on what we summon with that, so we could probably have some, a stronger minion will cost more spirit, whereas a weaker one will cost less. So I don't have the Hex Blast anymore, so because of that, I will actually be using my Profane Ritual a bit more, so I think that'll be fun. We will eventually get a second curse that we will basically use as just an offensive curse ability, where I will put the Impending Doom on so that we can make use of some of our other curse things. And I'll explain a little bit more about what we're doing with our curses here, because the Ascendancy here, the Lich Ascendancy, which is really cool. Death is your domain, your flesh merely a material to be mastered. So there's a lot of really cool nodes here. So you have Eldritch Empowerment. Non-channeling spells cost an additional 3% of maximum energy shield. Non-channeling spells deal 30% more damage, so that's on top of all other modifiers. When it says more, if it says increased, it is just based on the flat modifier. More is multiplying everything. So more is really good. Spending energy shield does not interrupt a recharge. Obviously, otherwise this would suck. There is here Necromantic Conduit. I absolutely want to get this. While you are not on low mana, you and allies in your presence have Unholy Might. Lose 5% of mana per second. So we need big mana regen for this to work. However, Unholy Might is a buff that grants 30% of all damage as extra chaos damage. This includes other chaos damage. So just 30% more damage that is chaos damage. Sounds like fun. And then we can go down here into Blackened Heart. 4% increased magnitude of Unholy Might buffs you grant per 100 max mana. So if you have a lot of mana, that's going to be a lot of more damage. From chaos damage. We'll look at the other ones that we're probably not going to take, but just to give it a little bit of an overview of what you can do here. Price of power is non-channeling spells consume a power charge if able to deal 25% more damage. It's pretty good if you have a reliable way to gain lots of power charges really quickly. Soulless Form, 10% of damage bypasses energy shield. Obviously that's not going to be good for us if we go into Chaos Inoculation, because we'll have 1 health, so this will just instantly kill us every time we take damage. No inherent mana regen, but you regenerate mana equal to 6% of maximum life per second. So that's kind of interesting. Because this saps 5% of max mana per second. This will regen 6% of your max life per second. If your max life is higher than your mana, which usually is gonna be, like unless you really build into the mana, that's could be some interesting combination. And then down here, your life cannot change while you have energy shield. Ooh, that's... Huh? What does that mean? Your life cannot be reduced? You just don't take damage? So is that 10% of damage taken bypasses energy shield? That's 10% of damage taken that's, like, now negated because it's not actually affecting your life for as long as you have your energy shield? That would be insane. That actually would be a reason to take this with Chaos Inoculation. Though... That is weird. Because this feels also like this would be exactly like Chaos Inoculation. Your life cannot change while you have Energy Shield. That means you couldn't take damage while you have Energy Shield. So as long as you have Energy Shield, you would take no Chaos damage anyways, because Chaos damage bypasses the Energy Shield. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. So that could be pretty good. But anyways, those are going to cost Ascension points. That'll be 4 Ascension points, and I think, like... This would replace Chaos Inoculation if I did this, but then we would probably miss out on Necromantic Conduit, because the ones that I want are right here. First off, there's this thing, Crystalline Phylactery. Hold on, I didn't even look at this. Can socket a non-unique basic jewel into the phylactery. 100% increased effect of the socketed jewel. 50% more mana cost of skills if you have no energy shield. Okay, that's interesting. That could be really good, but it's a bit risky. As soon as you're out of energy shield. Though that's good with Chaos Inoculation, because as soon as you're out of energy shield, you're just dead anyways. Huh, I kind of like that. That's a way to combine this with Chaos Inoculation. I might do that. So I just want to use Chaos Inoculation. It's cool. But anyways, we're doing Rupture of the Soul. Cursed enemies killed by you or by your allies in your presence have 33% chance to explode, dealing a quarter of their maximum life as chaos damage. Sounds fun to me. And then you can apply an additional curse. Your curses can affect hexproof enemies. So enemies that are hexproof are normally immune to curses, but you're like, nah. You're not immune to curses. Now, there is a, or at least in the base... Ooh, that's pretty cool. That changed. In the base Path of Exile, there was a way to apply additional curses. I think it was with a notable passive somewhere. One of these big ones here. Yeah, here we go. Whispers of Doom. Double activation delay of curses. I mean, that's fine. Then you could potentially have 3 curses active. Oh, I do like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. Triple curses. Oh boy. Alright, anyways. So we're at the desert map here. We need to... Where are we? So we were heading into Deshar and heading up the Path of Mourning. So I'm actually just going to use the portal here. I think I'm in the right place. Again, I had to remake the character, so I tried to do everything that I did on the previous version. So I think we are indeed in the right location. Drop this video a like if you are enjoying this series. I know it's been sparse a lot of time in between episodes for all of my series right now, which has put my channel into the pits of hell. Also, I have my cosmetic pets, a few of them. Cosmetics more of them have been added, and I did buy the supporter pack, because I felt like it. But I have a spider, and right now, hold on, yeah, a spider in my demon hand. You can see them all down here. Aren't they adorable? We have some other things. I actually want to use my finisher effect, so I did get one. So, the Tormentor's Rare Finisher. It's cool, like, ghostly finishing effect, which I think thematically works with the Witch. I have a bunch of other stuff, like the Lord of Ogham armor, but it just doesn't really mesh with the Witch so well, so more for other characters.
Death and decay!
You'll see here, things are going to die pretty quickly, regardless. Also, I mean, the toxic arrows from the skeleton archers is a chaos. Like, it is chaos damage, so I believe it is spreading through contagion as well, which is pretty great. But regardless, we're doing pretty good. We have our withering aura as well. These are suspicious looking. Weird statues. So what are we looking for here, actually? I didn't need to check that in the map. Oh! Oh, that is a cool-looking enemy. If I could get that as a Spectre, that would be fantastic. I don't know if that's going to be a good one. We probably need a Spectre that does something with chaos damage, to be fair. Parakeet Undead. Chest here. Let's, augment. Yeah, let me quickly check and see what we're actually looking for here. Shifting Vases. Yeah, the final letter was for, what was her name? The, theoretically lover of Chambrin, who came here to die. So we don't know if she came here to die. Came here and then died. That's what happened. I don't know if that was intentional, though. It might have been. I feel like it may have been. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna hug the right here. Go as far as we can until we need to turn back, and then, turn in. Birdwalkers are really cool. Cool, attacks, too. It's very, kind of random. Multiple projectiles going out everywhere. Risen Tailwoman, also very cool looking. The enemy variety is just good. I've said it a million times. Oh, hold on. Definitely go up this way. And I will. And we can not go farther. Actually, if we had a, because there's certain movement abilities that kind of either teleport you or jump you, and I think you can use that to get over those types of gaps. So there are corpses in this area, actually, that are just here. And it makes sense. This is a city of the dead. But that's handy for stuff like... I do not need these. Also, I would like to have all of this stuff be visible. Sorry, it was not for some reason. Okay, I accidentally pressed E. Oh, shit. I should have known that was going to happen. Alright, grab the support gem. Alright, let's spread the caging around. Alright, we're doing fine. We have a ton of health, or a ton of energy shield, and a reasonable amount of health, too. So, we're pretty hard to kill. We're very tanky. What do we got going on here? This is a little concerning. Periodically unleashes fire. Let's put a stop to that. Alright, down they go. Grab a charm, they're worth a fair bit of money. We can never have too much money. More Regal Shards. Playing the Huntress did kind of restock my currency pool, so that's nice. I'm sitting on some more bits of currency. So maybe we can even do some crafting at some point. I might save that. So right now, gear-wise, we're looking pretty good. I did update my gear. I did buy a robe here. And I'm no longer using the unique scepter because I just want a lot of spirit. But yeah, the eagle pelt here, pretty good. 212 energy shield. It does miss out on some resistances compared to what I had before, but whatever. Not the end of the world. That was a little late. The profane ritual I just need to use on like larger mob fights, or mob fights where there's also like a rare enemy or something. So then that's actually going to be able to go off and do its full damage. Yada yada. It's here. I can just Essence Drain through it. And I have the piercing on the Essence Drain now, so Essence Drain is just going to go through targets. Or is it chaining? I think it's chaining, actually. Let me double check that for you guys. You guys go deal with the enemies. Yeah, it's chain. So when I hit one target with Essence Drain, it bounces to the next one, which is pretty solid. It's a good way of doing it. I think it's better than the shotgun multiple projectiles, because that has just too high likelihood of missing. That's fine if you have, like, explosive projectiles. I think that's the better option. But with stuff like Essence Drain, where you just need to hit the enemy, and there's no AoE element to it whatsoever, I think you're better off with a, we can come around to get to that. It's a very cool looking area, once again. I love the biomes in Act 2. And again, I am a sucker for cool deserts in video games or real life. Love the desert.
You should have served me.
Back when I lived in the States, I loved going out to like the Oregon desert or Eastern Washington. Especially Eastern Washington, the channeled scablands. Absolutely wild landscape. Shame that America is currently a shithole, though. What's that, Ash? Don't get political on your channel? Yeah, fuck you. I'll do what I want. Yeah. Okay, so I should probably actually just go in there and grab the waypoint. Although, you can just checkpoint back. So, never mind. I'm so glad they added a checkpoint teleportation system. That helps a lot of things. Big quality of life. Okay, so there's just tons of these towers. It's very Persian Towers of Silence feel. These are the Towers of the Dead. Presumably at the top of the towers, which I don't know if we're going to be able to go all the way to the top. That would be pretty cool. You'll actually see, like, the corpses arranged in rings, if they're going with the feel of the Towers of Silence. Corpses are left out for the vultures. The vultures carry the souls of the dead to heaven or the afterlife. It's actually a relatively common death ritual throughout numerous completely unconnected religions. And of course it makes sense, like, vultures eat the dead. You can either have this either gross opinion of them or, have some sort of spiritual quality to them that makes what they do far less grisly and, more of a positive thing, which ultimately they do actually do a positive thing for ecosystems and everything. They help potentially, or they consume potentially hazardous material that can cause sickness and all that. So I personally think it's a really cool death ritual. A very interesting one. Still practiced today by the well, I don't know if it's actually still practiced today. It is like one of the religions that practiced it, Zoroastrianism, is still around today, and I believe they still do it in places like Tibet. Though for there, it's more of a practical reason because you can't really bury your dead in the rocky Himalayas or in the permafrost of the high altitude regions there. It's yeah, you gotta do something else with them. And as it turns out, there are large carrion-eating birds, so why not make use of those? There might also be a spiritual component to it as well, but that I do not know. I'm not super well-versed on Buddhism and the various different types of Buddhism, because there are numerous different branches of it. Feel free to give any insights you might have onto these things in the comments. I very much enjoy reading them. People know more about certain subjects than I do. Helps us all learn. Okay, I don't know how to get to over there. Also, did we check the map? Yeah, we did. Okay, so that's just the shifting vases. That was the trap with all the damn urns. However, there's this place here that I cannot get to. And I do not have a teleportation method. That is interesting. That almost feels like a proper secret. I don't have a skill gem. Go and check that. I might come back. Though the map's going to be randomized, so it might just be like a glitch in the map randomization. But I feel like it's probably not. So if I come back here and the map's reset and I find another instance of that, I'm absolutely going to check it out. For now, we move on. So otherwise, I have to go back and figure out which skill can... Oh, actually, we might just be able to get there. There's another one here and another path that we can take. Yeah, all right, never mind. There's just, we can continue on. Okay, nothing here, but... Take these enemies out. We still kill things very fast, even without the Hex Blast. Oh, no, it doesn't go farther. Interesting. Okay, then I don't know what that is. I thought maybe it would swing back up that way, but it seems like we got everything in this area. So we'll continue on, me and my skeleton archers and my spider. I love that you can now have animal companions, like ones that actually do something with the tame animal skill. That is so cool. Won't do it on this witch, because we'll have specters, which is kind of the same thing. But, actually, I'm not sure if the rare mods work on specters. It might just be the monster type, but we'll see. Ah, indeed, we are at the top. Look at this. This is the top of the towers. There's still these very weird, almost insectoid statues up here. So I wonder if they, instead of having a reverence towards vultures, because actually we have seen vultures in the lower part, those weird bile vultures. But I wonder if there's some sort of, like, insect. And again, these statues remind me a bit of Garukan. Their goddess who you kill in the first game. Yeah, look at this. They're all arranged around the center. Oh, Ferrodin. Okay. Well, that was a little late on my toxic missiles, but that's fine. We're still going to get him with it. We're going to lure him into it. Nice. I don't need the Keth Raiment, although actually I will keep the Keth Raiment because we can attempt to... I got a bunch of alchemy orbs, and we may as well try and use them. Although our chest piece is pretty good, so maybe I won't use it on the chest piece because I doubt we're going to get anything better. Lace Hood, is that for us? That's a dex-based item for the hunter. Ah, speaking of, just talking about you guys. Turns out they're definitely still here. Vile vultures. They wouldn't be called vile vultures if they were some, like, positive, you know, spiritual thing in this culture, though, so... Winged Fiends. You guys look like the statues at all? I mean, the statues are obviously more humanoid, but okay, we have, got a rare enemy. That's good. Use a bit of profane ritual stuff. I am getting shit mixed here. Straight up dead. Okay. So that's been a while. I think they were using some sort of corpse explosion. I did not look at what the rare monster was actually doing. I think it resets all the enemies when you die, so that rare won't be there anymore, unfortunately. I think. We'll check. Maybe it will. The profane ritual is a little bit too slow for most instances. I'm sure it's fine in plenty of cases, but... Okay. We'll just head down. Stick to the right again. What are we looking for here, actually? We straight up got to defeat Jamanra. Okay. Really? Already? Is this the end of the act? Torgul the Defiler. And the Sisters of Garokan. Interesting. The Spires of Despair. They watch and judge. I have a theory. Are you the Sisters of Garokan? Like, I mentioned it right away. There's something suspicious about these statues. They just kind of stand out from the rest of the environment. They're not made out of the same stuff. They're not made out of stone. They're metallic. And they're armed. They look like they could be enemies. And we know from Path of Exile 1, statue enemies are a thing. Lunaris and Solaris temples. So, I'm gonna hazard a guess. These are the Sisters of Garokan, and I even mentioned, like, they kind of look like her. If that is true, I'm gonna feel pretty good about myself.
Putrefy.
Oh, Christ. That's, Spire Burrower. I know it's just a Devourer, but that is a cool reusal of an enemy. Because the Devourers basically burrow into the ground and feed upon the decay in the earth. And then periodically pop up out of the ground to, you know, antlion people. Of course they'd be here. These places are filled with dead people. That's really cool. Alright. Hello, Vulture. Alright, we'll continue up this way. Ah, we have some, yeah, I will do it there, because a bunch of enemies are going to have to come through there. I may as well, take them out. Yeah, that did some work. Oh, let's do it again. Okay, we are taking a bit of damage. Ah, it's a, okay, this is the one with the volatile crags, so we gotta just avoid, let those hit us, and then make sure we're not standing near it when they do. Should get her. Okay, pull away. Let's do a lot of damage. They aren't fucking instant kill like they were in PoE 1. So it did so much damage. That and off-screen detonate deads from rare mobs were kind of the #1 way you would instantly die in PoE 1, and the main reason why I never tried hardcore. Just like... Nah, I wouldn't do hardcore in these games. It's way too reflex-based, and my reflexes are kind of capped at a certain point thanks to my stupid nervous system. Gotta hate my nervous system. I would love to get rid of it. Replace it with something better.
Wither away!
This machine, my flesh fails me. But machine will be there to save me. Not yet. Maybe someday. Alright. Back here then. Really cool, all these wind chimes on these towers. God, I love the aesthetic of this area. You can see all the way back down to the bottom where we were before, kind of. I mean, I know it's all randomized, but... Hello. 6 sisters bless the... Yeah, look at this. The Sisters of Garokan. Look at all of them. If they don't come to life... I will be yeah, alright. Kinarha. Alright. Oh, they're ranged enemies, huh? No, okay, they just throw. They have a precursor attack. Do they leave corpses? They do. Okay, not too bad. Anything gonna happen after we defeat the last of them? Like a boss version? No. Guess not. Interesting. Okay. And the rest of them are alive now. Okay, so this just makes the whole area harder, but more enemy dense, so more loot. That's actually, this is a positive. You might be thinking, you know, this is just making the area harder, but higher enemy density, more chances for drops. Especially if it's just regular-ass mobs that aren't too hard to deal with. These ones aren't too bad. Where'd that vulture go? Level up! Okay, what do we got going on? All of you guys. Alright, how about you all come here? I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Alright. Yeah, so we are going for this one down here. Extra area of effect on our curses. That's, of course, going to affect the one we have active for blasphemy, which is great. Hi! I can see you there. Okay, let me get some... I am getting wrecked here. More volatile crags. There, like, all of these rare mobs are using this, which is a little annoying.
Profane rune.
We're doing damage. Doing plenty of damage. Yeah, hi again. I remember you, don't worry. Heal, now. Okay, enemy is still alive. Get back on. Okay, down he goes. So that cool spirit that flew up and landed in the ground, that is the finisher cosmetic that I have. Looks pretty cool. Doesn't do anything. None of the cosmetics do anything. And that's how they should be. Otherwise you have pay to win. Pay to win is dumb. I will abjectly never play a game that is pay to win. But Ash, stash tabs are sort of pay to win. I guess you're technically right, but also I don't care. Now, what do we got here? Is that you? That's him.
You are relentless, but that makes you predictable. The time of the Faradin is nigh.
Fuck is... This has a bunch of arms. Okay. You look sick. Also, the music is good. Okay, that was a little glitch there, but that's okay. Get the toxic... Oh wow, it's got a lot of health. Makes sense. This thing's big. Holy Christ. What a cool looking enemy. Also skeletons, that is great. That means we can do profane rituals. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. Hi. Hey, we're doing okay. Not taking too much damage yet. Hi. I think I rolled out of the way of that. Leaves burning ground. He does these just headbutts. Straight up slams with his face. This is an insane looking enemy. It looks like Kitava a bit. In some weird way, but much more insectoid. All the limbs. Got a very centipede vibe. And then these pieces on the back almost look like insect wings. Like tiny little insect wings as well. The music is great. As has been throughout the entirety of this game. And the first one. Here we want great music too. Okay, what's going on? We've got fire tornadoes everywhere. Toxic arrow. Refresh the contagion. We're just keeping with the essence drain. I mean, basically I have infinite mana, so there's no reason not to. Just don't have any place to do profane rituals anymore, because there aren't any... Ah, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so skeletons are dead. Again. We're We're gonna throw in many, many profane rituals. I think I shouldn't be using them all at once, because I don't think the damage stacks. So that's the thing to keep in mind. It's usually the case with all these chaos damage things. I have power charges from something. From the profane ritual, I think. That's cool. Hi, Magpie. Alright. Magpie just came to visit.
One day, I'll bring you back to serve me.
How fucking cool would it be to have that as a summon? What a cool enemy. Alright. That's a cool looking helmet. Martyr crown. I fucking love the Marraketh aesthetic. Alright, bone wand here. Not very good. Not good rolls there. That's alright. Our wand is very low level, but still doing good. Doing alright. I may as well take this, because I think we gotta go back. Where do we go from here? That's it. We gotta speak to Asala, so... I think I did everything. Yeah, there's nothing else here, so no reason not to, just portal back. Well, you'll see I have a new, portal aesthetic here. Look at that. Looks pretty cool. What I love about the game is, like, you don't need cosmetic items to look cool. Sure, the pets and the portal effects and some of that stuff is cool, and some of the, like, alternate skill effects are pretty cool, but, like, aside from the gloves, I'm not wearing any cosmetic effects, and, like, I can just unequip that, and I still look pretty damn cool. Props to making it so that there's a decent amount of appearance variety without having to fucking buy anything. I will say Diablo 4 did that pretty well too. The basic gear sets that you got looked pretty solid. Diablo 4 had other problems, but that was not one of them, in my opinion. Aesthetically, it was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I need the scepter for the spirit and all that. I think I can basically just sell everything. I'm going to attempt to, like, I'm fine with blowing an alchemy on this robe here, so we're gonna do that. Let's see what happens. I got 7 alks, so maybe this will be insanely good. 85. No, that's pretty trash, so we're gonna disenchant that. Such is how it is sometimes. We're gonna disenchant this one as well. And all the blues we're just gonna sell. Gold is always nice. Thawing Charm. I will hold on to those. So we can throw that into my charms here. What's my resistances? We're sitting at 62 fire. Could throw a lightning resist charm on instead. And upgrade it here. On 1. Okay. Charge whenever you kill an enemy. 16 guard. Guard do. Interesting. It's like an extra on top of everything energy shield. Now we'll hold on to this. And gems, got a lot of them, as you can see. I should actually check to see if there's any level 8 abilities that I can use here. Anything that I can upgrade. I could upgrade, actually, Profane Ritual, may as well. And I think I'll also upgrade Enfeeble, because that's always active. So I'm pretty happy with my build. We dealt with that boss pretty handily. Just got killed by a random rare. That's Path of Exile in a nutshell. Survive certain bosses that are relatively hard and then get killed by some random enemy. Also Souls games in a nutshell. Alright, so we need to talk to Asala, but I'm gonna
Care for a story?
check with everyone else first. Make sure nobody has anything to say about whatever the fuck we just fought. Torgul.
Quickly.
Actually,
An outcast's trove.
anything we can gamble. I need to actually check, because I feel like I have a better wand. I might. think I do. I think that's better than what I currently have. That's 49, but the +1 to the chaos skills is not nothing. Mana regen's nice. What about these other ones? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let me just check the DPS. I think we should be able to do that somewhere. Probably just under skills. That's currently sitting at 73 DPS. If I equip this, that's 66. Yeah, the extra skill level is doing quite a bit for us. Yeah, the Chaos Bolt's obviously better with the higher level one, but we don't use Chaos Bolt. So maybe I should. I could try and exalt this. But then we're basically wasting an exalt to see if we can get that +1 level to all chaos spell skills. However, if we do get a +1 level to all skill types, it is probably automatically going to apply to chaos. So the chance of rolling that is better. However, I actually don't think we can exalt this any further. I could chaos it. Because the rest of the mods, like the 42 mana regen's nice, but our mana regen's pretty good. The 53 mana's nice, 11 intelligence is nice. The light radius I could give a shit about. So let's just try this. If we break the item by getting rid of the 67% spell damage, I don't care. Okay. I got rid of the light radius for an inferior mana regen and then a 40% critical chance, which is useless. So we'll chaos it again. Okay. This fucked it up. Alright, let's sell it.
Here for a story. Do not wander.
I knew the risks going in, don't worry. This is, didn't think it was going to be better, but you never know. Let's talk to Asala.
The Faradin have assembled a tremendous dreadnought, a war caravan larger than we have ever seen.
Oh.
As we speak, it is barreling through the heart of the Vestiri, leaving devastation in its wake.
Okay.
Off we go. It's time.
We now have their trail. They will not escape.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be pretty easy to track. Let me see if Risu has anything to say about it.
Yes?
Nothing. Okay. Then we'll track this thing to the Dreadnought. Should be fun. What do we see up here? Who knows? Do you have anything further to say now? Maybe she does have something to say now. I'm not sure if changing location
Quickly.
says anything. Alright, so this is just going to lead us to the Dreadnought somehow. So we'll see how that works. Ooh, music's coming up. Like it.
Ready yourself.
Oh, we come in with a little wagon here?
Yes, yes, Sekima. We all know you are very brave.
Don't be mean to her. Come on.
Give no quarter! Lovely creep!
Ooh, they don't look so good, the Paradin crawlers. Oh, this is sick. Look at this. We're on this, like, giant moving thing. Exactly like what Sekima has, just bigger. Ooh, these plague harvesters are also fighting. It seems like all of the evils of the desert are fighting for Jamanra. I gotta say, Jamanra also looks fucking awesome. Oh Christ. Okay. Lots of enemies here, and they're just coming in hard. We feel like we're on the defensive. They're trying to fight us off with all force. That music. What is... They're just coming out of nowhere, these enemies. Those little, plague bringers. These are those necromantic enemies. Okay. Getting a little stuck there. Paradin heavy infantry. Blast them with some profane rituals. Alright, they're down. Got this chest up here for large plague bugs. Maybe actually click on them rather than just some random, I don't know, hint. My contagion. Ow, it hurt. Man. Okay, so we are again gonna just hug right. Till we, no longer can. I'm not sure what else we're gonna find here. I will check the map in a moment. Okay, is that everything? No, they're still coming.
Wither away!
Alright, checking the map. Dreadnought Vanguard. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything here, so we're just looking for the exit. This is very cool. Alright. Checkpoint. Okay, more enemies. It'd be kind of cool if the smoke clouds just like, the poison clouds just moved along with the air. I mean, it would suck, but it would be kind of cool. Also, what is the shape of this dreadnought? Who designed this thing? Oh, Jesus. You're not a Roa. Awesome. It's like a Cobra Brachiosaur. For those of you who are more familiar with the like updated paleontology, is the Apatosaurus still a thing? Because I remember you had the Brontosaurus, which was, you know, this but without the Cobra and real. But then they decided at some point that the classification of the creature Brontosaurus was wrong because they were actually like combining two different things, and then so they like renamed it the Apatosaurus. But now I see people using Brontosaurus again. Is that just people being still wrong even after all this time, or did they reclassify it again? If any of you know, because I don't. Not up to date on my paleontology. Okay, I think it's time we do some profane rituals here. Yep. Okay, we're taking some damage. Another one up. Okay. Brutal. We'll grab this belt. Belts are worthy. Spelling. The white ones. Nice, good amount of gold. Hello. Could be kind of cool to get a Plague Harvester as a Spectre. So that would cost 100 spirit to activate. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Oh, I blew it up. Okay, well, then I'm not going to do it. But I'm sure there... Yeah, there's more. I will see if there is a rare enemy. The next time there's a rare enemy, I'm going to attempt to see if the Spectre thing is going to affect that. My God. We're getting pushed back here. Okay. Don't need Purity of Fire. I will look at other scepters, because honestly, the basic skeletons that I'm getting, I don't care about. I'd rather have some sort of interesting aura. If there's some sort of scepter that buffs chaos damage, I just need it to be a scepter, because I need the spirit that they provide. 100 spirit. It's quite a bit. Plus more on mods. And you can get spirit mods on other items, it's just they seem much more common on specters. Okay, we can always test it with the blue enemy. These always inflict bleeds, which is interesting. Okay, so if I... No, it's just a... Oh, it does. It will continue to say always bleeds. does it? I'm not sure. Do I try it to just test it? I'm gonna do it. Okay, so now we have this spirit here. Right? Okay, it's gonna cost 100. So I gotta deactivate some stuff here. I'm fine with deactivating the skeleton snipers. I now have 75, so I actually need to deactivate more. Oh man. How much does blasphemy cost? I don't want to deactivate that though. That's 60 spirit for socketed curse. I could drop withering presence, but withering presence is pretty nice. I want to try it. We can get more spirit somehow. Can I use it? Ah, like so. Oh, you can summon multiple of them. Okay, so we have our plague harvester here. Not sure what it does. And can you unsummon it? Can you, like, break the specter? I think you need to get the gem again. Okay. Good to know. We'll try it. I think we're probably going to be better off with Withering Presence, but I just wanted to test this out. You can always just flip the activation, or I can try and roll to see if I get more spirit on stuff. It's going to be tricky, though. I hope there's like a talisman or something that gives more spirit. Otherwise, it's very hard to actually get it. Or maybe something on the passive tree? Let me check that. Yeah, I should check that. Don't actually know. Like a decreased spirit reservation? That was in, it was mana reservation. Oh, would you look at that. 5% increased spirit. 30% increased presence area of effect. That's pretty good, because Withering Presence... I should get Profane Commander. Link skills can target damageable minions. That's interesting. Okay. No. Don't need that. Alright, it's good to see that there is a way to increase that from the passive tree. It's just not in a very optimal position for me. Maybe there's another one somewhere? I could zoom out, but my scroller button on the mouse doesn't work, so... we don't have that kind of technology. Alright. Well. Let's just try this. Give our little plague drone a chance. It doesn't have an activatable ability. I assume most are not. It's just going to be a passive mob that does stuff. Let's see what it does.
I will feast on
Did it die? I think it died, like, instantly. It's probably not a very good summon. I just wanted it because it looked cool. Right. I think I'm gonna deactivate it. So it died, like, instantly. I will play around with it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna deactivate it and reactivate Withering Presence. This one you do just have to click. And then we'll grab our 2 skeleton snipers again. And we have 5 spirit left over. Once I have more spirit, I think that'll be fun. Gotta figure out a way to get more spirit. Okay, and off to the Dreadnought Vanguard. I think we're gonna... This is probably the end of the act, I would guess. This seems fairly epic and final battle-y. Look at these things. Oh, there's all these corpses everywhere. They are indeed leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. I will check to see what's here. Ooh, look at that enemy. Pyramid head. I know nothing about Silent Hill aside from that Pyramid Head exists. It's basically my full extent of my knowledge on that. I actually am kind of planning on playing the latest Silent Hill game on the channel. That might do well with views, and it is something that I've always kind of wanted to try. What was I doing? Looking for the map. Jamanra the Abomination. Do we finally get to defeat him? Or is he gonna run away again?
Wither away!
Cool looking enemies. I am getting damaged here. Already doing heavy infantry, javelineers. Looks like flying in, yeah, wind slicers. They're I think literally flying in across the the dreadnought to get to us. They all die for Jamanra. I wonder if they truly understand what they're fighting for. I understand the feeling of dispossession and frustration with an incapable or a broken system, or a system that has specifically screwed you over in this case, can lead you to bad things, you know, like populism. But it might also be that they straight up don't understand what they are dealing with. Maybe they're, you know, under some sort of illusion. Though this is pretty clear what they're dealing with, so I don't know. I think they're just bad. Like, ultimately a person has to make the decision to go off the fucking deep end, and it seems like they did. So I don't feel too bad about killing them, even if their backstory may be tragic. Doesn't excuse the actions you take. So, die.
Another corpse to serve.
Yeah, another corpse to serve me. Which here is the paragon of morality. Only does good things. Okay, this was a checkpoint, but this is some like piety levels of slaughter. Burning corpses. What are they doing with all of them? I assume they're feeding the beast. What is the objective here, right? And we're gonna find this, what was her name? Oriana? Is she gonna be here? I reckon she will be. Oh, hold on. Where do we go from here? I feel like we missed something there. Like, this is the Abomination's throne, right? This sure looks like a place for an abomination. That's a throne. Where is he, though? Fight your way to Jamanra. Oh, here we go. Never mind.
A beautiful murder! Putrefy!
Putrefy! Alright. Put them all with the socket. Always grab the items with sockets so that you can salvage them. Qualities as well, though I feel like that's a little bit less important. Already or later in the game. But those artificer gems don't seem to be super common. Always good to have them. Ow. My face. Double sockets especially. They give 2 artificer gem fragments. We swing back around. This thing is huge. Sala wasn't lying. Oh, the witch is just like taunting Asala. Yes, yes, we know you're very brave. Love the witch's snark. Do not need the dual string bow. Okay. Alright. Okay. How do we get over there? We have to go around. Ah, we can go down there. There's a chest here. I would like to grab. My god, they keep coming. Fledglings. These are like youths. Whatever. They must all die. They've all been tainted by their corruption. They are fighting for a pretty unambiguous evil. Okay, this looks, yeah, the king awaits. All right. Final boss of the act? I think so.
You again.
Yeah.
The fool under the hooded one's sway.
There she
Do
is.
you even know what he is?
Yes.
No matter. You'll find my king far more capable than Count
boy.
Gianor. My king, take the power you were promised. Put an end to this nuisance.
Oh boy. That's the beast.
The Sigma of the Ardora. Bow before your king.
The Medicats do not bow to
Drain!
Ugh.
We skin
Looking a
them.
bit gnarly. I'm glad I brought the lightning resistance charm. Yeah, he's tough. You gonna summon corpses? I reckon he'll summon undead.
The Faradun is now. The Marrakech will pay.
Ow, I don't know how to evade that. Okay, they're doing something with these little totems. Okay. Ow. I need to stay in withering range. It's just, I don't know what he can do up close. We are damaging him. It's not going horribly.
For my people.
Can you summon some stuff? Okay, so those little totems are creating these like energy fences that we're gonna now want to avoid. So far, nothing too bad. It's just the chip damage is gonna drain my flasks. Might be an endurance fight.
By the
Let's
sand.
see. So, oh, okay. What do we do? Oh my god!
Now, kill the
Oh.
Sigma.
I see. You gotta hide. Asala is creating a bubble. Okay, did not see that. That also happens fast. You die really quickly. Alright, let's go. God, he looks so cool.
The Sigma of
And
the
that thing.
Ardora. Bow before your king.
The
He just-
Medicats do not bow to kings.
Uses into this
Skin them.
monster. Right. Right,
The
Asala.
Marrakech will pay.
Let's get rid of him. You might be a bit sexist yourself, Asala. You know, just
Submit.
because,
You are finished.
you know, not all male rulers are bad. Sure, we do have a worse track record than female rulers, but that's mostly because there have been more of us.
Putrefy!
But in this case, you're right. We should probably skin him and kill him.
We repay hate in kind. For my people.
Doing okay. Just gotta make sure that we stay near her. Okay, the fence is coming. Get out of the way of that. Alright, it's all fine. My skeletons are dying. Alright, avoid that. Alright, here it comes again.
Vengeance.
Ow. Stand behind him when he does the lightning arc. Okay, into her aura here. Nice. Can we continue hitting him? We can. And he's summoning attendants. That's good. He's gonna leave corpses. The bubble is reducing, I think. She's fading. Her strength is fading. I have a feeling Asala's gonna die in this. She's gonna heroically sacrifice herself. It'll be a shame. Ultimately, I
For
do
my
like her.
people.
Strong leader. Bit of a misguided culture, but all of the corpses exploded.
Now the Marrakech will pay. We will have
Where is
what
she?
is
Just go
ours.
there. Okay. Okay, the pillars are getting a little bit hog wild. Gotta do some avoidance. Ow. Ow! Okay, they just stay on you. Okay. Right behind him when he does that.
My people!
Ouch.
The era of the Faradun is
Running
now!
out of time. End this.
I'm trying. Oh, no, the Countess is saying we're running out of time. What are you doing? Aw, damn it. So we're not gonna get her.
I don't have time for this! Sands, bend to my will!
Oh boy. So
Impede my enemies! Forge of hate!
Next phase. Ow.
The Malakith will pay!
Is she still here? I need to figure out where she is, but I don't think she's here. I think Asala has left, so hopefully he doesn't do his windstorm thing, otherwise oh, shit. There she is. She's down.
Our gift to you!
That's not good. Stay in his presence. Make sure he stays in our presence so that we can, I mean, I can't profane ritual on her, so I guess she's not dead. That's good. Almost at half health. Avoid that. That looks painful. Stay out of the twisters.
The era of the Faradun is now!
Toxic arrows. Skeleton archers are doing some work.
To you!
God damn. He's done. Ow.
We will have
So he's
blood!
vulnerable to chaos. He's vulnerable to chaos, and we're doing
The era
very little
of the
damage to him.
Faradun is now!
It's okay. Well, he's also not doing too much
The
to us.
Malakith will pay! The Malakith will pay! Forge of hate!
Oh boy. Rolled early. That's fine. Second phase thus far seems easier than first
To
phase.
me!
Alright, avoided that. Barely.
The Malakith
There's a
will
little
pay!
defense here, which is
Our
a little
gift
concerning.
to you!
Okay.
Fall! Damn
Okay,
you!
I am taking damage now.
10,000 spears!
10,000 spears, that's a lot of spears.
I will erase you!
Bro, that was like 12 spears. Learn how to count. I guess this is what happens when you grow up in the desert. Without any sort of schooling or anything from parents.
10,000 spears!
Okay, it's getting a little dicier.
Our gift to you! We will blot out the sun!
I like the barks. I just wish they wouldn't repeat ones that have already been done.
I will erase you!
You know, saying these things, I like vocal bosses, gives them a bit of personality,
Now,
but I don't like it when they
to
repeat
you!
the same things over and over again.
We
Even
will
if it's
blot
like
out
some
the
sort of
sun.
auditory cue for what they're doing, it feels very anime, and I don't like it. Ow. Otherwise, this is a pretty cool fight. Lots of things to worry about.
Hate!
Okay, rolled early,
We will
but
blot out the
I
sun!
can basically just tank that, which is pretty handy.
I will grind you into dust!
Nope. What's he doing? What is he doing?
Our gift
Oh, that.
to you!
Let's not go into that.
The era of the Faradun is now!
Okay. The arc. Gonna be out of range for that. Or we just take it, try and roll through it.
Endless hate!
I think I just want to roll through it, because then, okay, so he's
Faradun!
making the map smaller. This is a very area denial heavy boss.
Our gift
Not saying like
to
that
you!
there's anything wrong with that. It's just
The Faradun
my
is
observation.
now.
Lots of places that you don't want to stand, okay, like that. These, darts. I don't know what this is.
You.
Okay. This is getting real hog wild.
Our gift to you!
Ouch, rolled right into that. Dealt a lot of damage.
Hate!
I reckon if we're out of energy shield and we get hit by that, we might just be dead. Okay, away. Damn it. Quick. should be okay unless you fuck up. We're at full shield. Doing okay?
Our gift to you.
Damn it. Always roll early. We should be good. Down he goes. Oh no. Don't kill her.
Sekkim is still alive.
Oh, good.
Have accomplished nothing. Oriana will prevail, and the Faradin will rule the Vespiri.
This is not over. Not yet.
Jamanra! I return you to the embrace
No.
of death!
Sawed his head off.
It is done.
Okay. Brutal. Superior tribal mask. That's not Marikath, I think. Level 9. Yeah, we're starting to get some new items here. That looks distinctly Val. Maybe that's Ziri. Sorry, Aziri? Azmeri. Aziri is the queen of the Val. Okay, well. Seems like we dealt with them.
The war is over. I have given him an honorable death. This may prove to heal the wound between the Faradin and the Marraketh.
Okay, well that's good at least.
Return with me. I must address my people.
Alright. We'll do that. So I guess we just portal out. Oriana's gone, unfortunately, but look at this him. Oh, look at him. He's got these, like, beast tendrils. It's a very, telling sign of the corruption. Weird, vein-like tendrils. Very creepy looking. Yeah, I don't think Oriana was very interested in helping your people, Jamanra. She's very interested in doing her own thing. Just happen to use your people. Many die for the ambitions of madmen. If only that weren't also true in real life. Well, here we are. Let's talk to everyone after we do some salvaging. So, definitely salvage that. Definitely salvage this. Salvage? Yeah, so that's... I could, of course, disenchant, which would give me a regal shard, but this is actually going to give me an armor shard and a, one of these artificer shards. So, I'll do that. It's more beneficial.
Who goes there?
Jamanra.
The risen king is dead once again. His tale is yet another tragic outcome of the harsh desert. At least this time, the death was honorable. Asala did this intentionally, and I admire her for it. The Faradin have already begun the process of taking his body to Deshar for a proper sky burial. Asala allowed this. It feels like we could be stepping into the light of a new era for the Marraketh.
Yeah. It's almost like reconciliation is, you know, better than let's keep hunting them and punish everyone for succumbing to their desire for equality and justice that ultimately led them down the wrong path. Reconciliation can bring enemy people together.
Take care.
Or at least mend long-standing wounds. It'd be great if, you know, they did that in certain parts of the world.
Hello?
Nothing to say, huh? Alright. Well, let's do some
Do not
disenchanting
wander.
here. We'll first identify everything. Hey, where'd he go? Well, I have a million of these, so good. I'm just gonna use them. Okay.
Speak up.
That any good? No. Regaled. Get regaled. And, rest will be sold. You? 66% more recovery if used while on low mana. That's pretty good. It's better than what I have, so... May as well sell that. Don't think we need that. Extra charm duration. That ain't bad. 18% onto like 4 seconds is not a huge amount, though. It's gonna be like, what, 4.7 or 8 seconds. Sell it. Sell the sapphire ring. Obviously keep the skill gems. Are there new skills available? Yes! Okay, we have some more chaos abilities available to us. Well, Despair is an obvious choice here. Curse inflicts minus 20% to chaos resistance. I mean, who doesn't want Despair? Everyone loves Despair. What's
Dark Effigy raises a totem that launches chaos projectiles at any enemies affected by chaos damage over time. Oh. The more sources of chaos damage a monster is affected by, the more projectiles the Dark Effigy will throw at it.
That sounds pretty good.
Dark Effigy raises a totem that launches chaos projectiles at any enemies affected by chaos damage over time.
It just does raw chaos damage, so it's not a dot.
The more sources of
both of these seem really good. Certainly seems better than Profane Ritual. Profane Ritual's problem is it needs corpses, and boss fights, there doesn't seem to be a way to make corpses. PoE 1, you had that, the Unearth ability, which created like 3 corpses for you, which I felt was good. Because in this, if you have some sort of corpse-centric build, you're relying on bosses who have ads, which not every boss has ads. Unless there's some way that I haven't seen yet. But, honestly, like, we have a curse right now in Feeble, but I think it's probably going to be better if we actually have that be Despair.
That makes your enemies more vulnerable.
We're going to use both anyways, but I'll take Despair for now. I can't curse multiple times. I think I still only have the limit of 1 curse for the moment. Until we get, where the hell was it? I think it's up here. We're not far from it, to be fair. No, we are, actually, because we have to go all the way up this way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. Technically 6 if we also want to get Zone of Control, which I would like to finish that. What I could do is actually refund these 4, and we could go straight to there. I might do that once I figure out where the hell, Oh, Risu? Oh, yeah, you're here.
Yes?
What about the Maraketh?
The Maraketh abandoned us, but there is beauty in their strict traditions. They do not have a choice. The desert is a harsh Sekema, as they say. Uniting as one people, combining our resources, that is the only way we can all live in peace.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they kind of do have a choice to not throw their children out into the desert. I don't know. It is... I do get it. Like, when the resources are as scarce as they are, only the strong children are allowed to survive. It's fucked, but, I guess I understand. I would have been totally dead. I mean... They wouldn't have had to throw me out in the desert for that. I was basically born dead, had to be reanimated as an infant. That was, you know, interesting, so.
Yes.
Nothing more to say? We need to go somewhere? Maybe we need to go somewhere. Click to travel to the Dreadnought. We're at the Dreadnought. What do we need to do? Oh, we're here. Let's travel back to the Dreadnought.
Yes.
No. Use the ramp to the northwest of the caravan's midpoint to find the hooded one. Oh! The northwest of the caravan's... Wait. What's the midpoint? This is the midpoint, so this must be the northwest. That's gonna lead us back to the Dreadnought. I think I needed to, keep the caravan where it was. Where was that? Where do we need to go? Travel to Dashar, trial of the Sekemas, of the Helani Gates, Keth, Valley of the Titans. I think we were here at the Helani Gates. We'll see. No, this leads to the Trader's Passage. Probably the other one. Sorry, guys. I goofed. Maybe it is this one. to Deshar. There's no other ramps, right? That's not northwest. That is northwest. Well, let's find out. It's just an abandoned Roa here. What's that? Okay, I don't know what I did. I think I screwed this up. And I'm hoping I didn't screw it up badly. Maybe it's going to be in the journal quests. How do you even get to that, actually? Let me check it here. I guess it's... No. That's overlay map. World map. Let's be here. I'm confused. I have successfully confused myself. Maybe if we warp back to the caravan, it'll automatically put us in the right place. It's not actually highlighting where we need to be. I guess this is it. Yeah, alright, never mind. We're good. Going back to the caravan was the right call. Let's check this area. It looks cool. That's a dead-looking cow. Nice cactuses. I love cactuses. My house is totally not filled with a bunch of cactuses. Shrine of Goddercon, yeah. Yeah, you would be here, wouldn't you?
My worst fears have been realized. The beast is beyond our means now. Time is short. Make haste. You're right. I have not been entirely forthcoming. It is time I told you who I truly am.
Alright, Sin. Yeah. What a surprise.
I am a god. I am the thief of virtue. I am sin. And I have failed once again. It was I who created the beast. The seed of corruption that now threatens to grow anew. And it is my responsibility. As it is my creation that once again threatens all of Rayclast, it is by my hand that it must be contained. All I can ask is that, knowing who I am, you still see the importance of our task. The beast has grown beyond our ability to contain it. We must search for something greater than we currently possess. Something that can drain its power and bring it back to a more manageable form. While I slumbered under the numbing effects of corruption, there was an empire that mastered the use of that deadly energy.
Yeah.
We must go to the jungles of the long-ago Val. Their ruins may yet hold the secrets we need. That is where we must go, to the sunken city of Utsa. It is our only hope.
I knew all along. For one vying for power, what better company to keep than a god?
Greetings.
The shrine.
I am thousands of years old. I was mortal first, but then I was deified against my will by my brother.
Oh.
But that is a story for another time.
Interesting.
I spent my early divine life in Keth. I loved and was loved. I even had a daughter. This shrine depicts them both. They were revered by the Maraketh.
Huh. So Garokhan was his lover.
Garokhan was the true jewel of the Vastiri, at least to me. Divine love is much like mortal love, at least from what I can remember. And we were happy for a time longer than the lives of many mortal men. The time came, however, when love was not enough. Her humanity sifted through the cracks of her life like fine sand, leaving a divine shell that held her image.
That's cool.
But nothing of her soul. It is a trap, you see. Divinity. Faith empowers, but faith also shapes. To gather more power, a god must play the part, becoming more and more the icon their followers perceive.
Oh, that's cool.
When does perception become reality?
Yes.
It's impossible to pinpoint. And that's the most sinister thing about it. You never know the moment you cross the line.
This is very similar to how Divinity works in the setting that I'm creating for my pen and paper role-playing game. Sure, a divine being radiates its influence down to the material world, but the more people that worship it and have their own view on what it is will in turn shape what it is. To the point that some of them appear in different guises when they go into different places. And, you know, there's always the debate of, are they choosing to appear in these different guises while going to these different places so as to better interact with and manipulate the people there, or are they being forced into these different guises by the collective perceptions of the people there? Fun stuff. Who was the daughter? Was that the other god, the scorpion one? I think it was, but I'm not sure.
You want the truth? I betrayed her and had her killed.
I think so.
There are not enough excuses in all of Raycast to make up for what I did. I thought it was the right thing to do at the time. I thought it was the only way to save humanity. And yet, here we are again, chasing the beast and fighting for the fate of the world. I am beginning to suspect that the cycle of history may never end, unless we surpass ourselves and find another way. But until we do, we will solve this the only way we know how, with violence.
Yeah. And brute force doesn't work, because you're not using enough of it. Who is the daughter? I want to look and see. I can't zoom in, but, no, not her. Her, maybe. So it's probably not the scorpion deity. Maybe been someone else. I don't know, but yeah, pretty tragic about Garokhan's fate, that eventually she ceased being herself and just became the Maraketh goddess of war. Anyways, we'll be heading off to the next act in the next episode. Off to the sunken city of the Val. Exciting. We've seen some Val ruins in PoE 1. You know, you go through one of them in Act 2, through the Azmiri jungles. Accidentally release the Val Oversoul, which is an awesomely twisted concept of the transcendentalist, who was it? Ralph Waldo Emerson's Oversoul, of all souls return to this collective soul after death. I guess that was what was true with the Val, except that it was an artificial creation meant to capture all of the souls of the Val after death. We don't really know what it was created for, whether it was to save the Val souls from the corruption after they died. It's kind of like an Eldar Infinity Circuit, to save them from something worse, or if it was specifically meant to trap them and feed them to the corruption, or something else. Could be something totally different. I don't know. I don't think we ever found out in PoE 1 what the deal with the Vaal Oversoul was, but maybe we'll get some hints onto that. This game's done a pretty good job of tying in the acts of the first game, or at least referencing acts from the first game, and events, and little bits of history, and bringing them into the second game, which is cool. Love good continuity, and thus far the continuity's been great. So, anyways, we'll see what there is to be found in the Vaal territory. I'm excited. Some nice, Aztec vibes. Always good. Stay tuned for the next one. Not sure when it'll be out. It'll probably be a little while, but, if I can manage it, I'll be able to record again this week. But, new job, busy, time is, fleeting, so can't always guarantee anything. For those of you who are tuned in here that are also watching my other series, I do have a Rogue Trader episode recorded. I need to edit a lot, because it was a bit of a mess, actually. Quetzaltemur. Not the best quest in the game, but yeah, once I get that edited and up, then it'll be good. And of course, Elden Ring will continue shortly. That'll be, I think, the next thing that I record. So, righto, everybody. Drop this video a like if you have enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Heritor out.